There's no easy answer. My pancreas says like, oh, she ate, give her a bunch of insulin. I love eggs. Eggs do not love me.
Good morning, guys. I am sitting out here having a salad with chicken. Mary cooked a chicken in the Instant Pot. She said Instant Pot. I always mix that up. Instacart, Instant Pot. There we go. She made a chicken in the Instant Pot and she said to me, "You know that I love you, right?" And she pointed outside and showed me that she ran the Instant Pot in the, out on the deck. Ollie, you're kind of standing in the way, buddy. Instant Pot's over there. She cooked it outside because I told her the last time she made chicken broth in the house, it stunk up the house pretty bad. And I don't know what it is. It just gets really fragrant and odoriferous, as we call it. So anyways, she cooked that chicken and then she put some of it on my salad. I was making a salad. She's like, "Oh, do you want some chicken? I just made a chicken." So, delicious lunch. I've been working this morning. I'm preaching this Sunday at church. And so I just kind of for the morning worked on that, and now hanging out with my little buddy. And it's a beautiful day out here. Open the windows. We'll see what we get into. We have a meeting this afternoon, but I don't know. Maybe I'll work in the yard a little bit or something. I just digging the spring, except for dun dun dun. Here in North Carolina, can you see the yellow pollen on that table? The pine trees just have sheets of pollen that coat everything this time of year. I just rediscovered a project I need to work on, and that is this board right here is rotten, so I need to replace it. But I need to go to the hardware store and get a new board, stain it, and then we can pop this one out, put a new one in. I think last year I replaced the one beside it, and I guess that's gonna be how this deck goes. I think progressively as boards get rotten, I'll just replace them with new ones. Oh no, it looks like by the nails I can tell I did this one last year. So anyways, that, I don't want anybody falling through the deck. And just another shot of North Carolina pollen.
What a fun day. I mean, seriously. I woke up, I got Elijah the first second I heard him like talking a little bit, or like before he started crying. And I ran upstairs and I got him so that Peter could keep sleeping because Elijah had a crazy night.
It wasn't that crazy.
It wasn't crazy. Like, it was just more often.
Thankfully he doesn't have like crazy crying nights.
No.
It's just he woke up more often.
Yeah. He's never screamed in the night. Like, he'll cry and cry intently. If he like is ready for a bottle or something, he'll cry intently for a couple minutes.
Inconsolable in the night.
Right. So, what is that beeping? I got him before he cried and he was so happy and cute, and I nursed him first thing in the morning, and then he just had a happy time. We read books, we did other things, I don't know. I sat there and watched him be cute, and then I ended up making hard-boiled eggs. Insert laughter. So I've been trying to find a breakfast. Well, two things. One, I'm looking forward to when Elijah starts eating food. So I've been doing some food, trying out things and whatever. So today was hard-boiled eggs. I did it in the Instant Pot for the first time and it worked great. And I ate one. So I'm hoping that my system can handle 1 egg per day. 1 hard-boiled egg in the morning. That would be amazing. Because if I eat other things, like if I eat cereal or oatmeal or even toast, I mean, yeah, like if I have like a croissant, it's just bad. My blood sugar does not handle it. So I actually met with a new endocrinologist maybe 2 months ago, and again, just I think my cystic fibrosis body is abnormal. Even, I mean, I've heard of other CF patients who deal with low blood sugars like I do. It's sort of reactive hypoglycemia. I remember years ago when I was in the hospital and they wanted to get my blood work when my blood sugar was at 50 or below, and when the endocrinologist at the time, when I was at that hospital, basically she said when we took that blood work, like there were abnormal amounts of insulin in your system. I forget what it all means, but basically my body gives me too much insulin at the wrong time, not enough insulin at other times. There's a lot of unknowns about life with cystic fibrosis, and there's a lot of things we know now that we didn't know 30 years ago or 60 years ago. There's a lot we know now, but there are still a lot of unknowns, and I think the endocrine system is one of them that it's just, yeah. I think when your body has cystic fibrosis related diabetes, which I do not have that diagnosis. I deal with blood sugar issues, but I do not have a diagnosis of CFRD. So I'm not treated fully as a CFRD patient, but I'm certainly not a normal CF patient without blood sugar issues. And it's this weird in between. And currently one of my biggest challenges is like, what can I eat in the morning that won't make my blood sugar drop an hour later? And it's not even a matter of if it'll spike high and then low. Even if it comes up to just a fine level, like it rises just a little bit, my pancreas says like, oh, she ate, give her a bunch of insulin. So we're trying to figure that out. But in the meantime, I've decided there's no easy answer. We've been talking about this for probably 5 years now. I've had many endocrinologists who have given me their thoughts, and basically it usually comes down to, I'm sorry that I don't have any great ideas. That's what they kind of say to me. And I'm like, I get it. We don't really have answers. I wish that there was an answer, but there's not. So what that leaves me in is just figuring out what I can eat that doesn't make me then drop really low. Or if I eat, I need to be sure to eat again quickly before my blood sugar drops. The whole thing. So this is why I'm on the topic of eggs. It all comes back to eggs. I love eggs. Eggs do not love me. It usually makes my stomach hurt pretty bad.
But they would probably be okay for blood sugar.
But they'd be good for blood sugar, yeah. And I ate an egg this morning. It was delicious. It was a hard-boiled egg and I put salt on it. Oh, it's so good. And now I know how to make them in the Instant Pot, so that was a good practice. And then we had a whole chicken in there that I needed to cook it before it was going to go bad, or put it in the freezer, and I didn't want to put it in the freezer because then I'd forget about it in the freezer. So I put it in the Instant Pot. I've never cooked a whole chicken in the Instant Pot. Put it in the Instant Pot. I put some olive oil on it because I didn't feel like melting butter, and sprinkled garlic powder, onion powder, salt, pepper, parsley, my normal, and put it in for 40 minutes, and it was cooked perfectly. The meat, I would describe it as sort of like a rotisserie chicken meat. It was so good. So we pulled that all off the bone. I need to decide what to do with that. I think I'm gonna freeze it. Maybe we could get the vacuum sealer out.
Yeah.
Having little packets of pre-cooked chicken in little kind of vacuum sealed and small portions, so it's not like a whole ton of chicken, in the freezer has been helpful. I just realized my eye is like burning, probably because the entire state of North Carolina is covered in yellow dust.
I showed them.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
So
Are you done talking?
So I did the chicken, and I did it out here, as he told you. And then we pulled the meat off the bones, and then I did the bones in water so we could have bone broth. Okay, now I'm done.
Okay. I have another project. I want to see what you think.
Oh dear.
Okay, so the cover for my fire pit.
It's crazy.
It's gross.
Yes.
It's just like a canvas or like
tarpy.
Yeah, vinyl-y. And it like sits with water, and the water leaks through it, and then the fire pit ends up getting wet anyways. So here's my idea. What if I got like a big sheet of plexiglass?
Oh.
And I built like a little plexiglass box.
Perfect.
At the top of it, and then it would look nice.
That's brilliant. Covered. And it will look like, well,
what?
I was gonna say we just have to make sure we take it off before we turn it on, but you'd have to because the knob.
Yep.
Love that. Actually, you might be able to sell those because other people have the same issue with the cover thing. Do you want to start a plexiglass box business?
I've never made anything out of plexiglass before, so we'll see how
Okay,
that goes.
I gotta add that to my list because you also said a board for the deck.
Yes.
The soggy board right here.
Yeah.
And then I wonder how you cut plexiglass.
Well, I just looked it up, and I think you can just like score it with an X-Acto knife.
What? Really?
Or you can use a circular saw.
The plexiglass I'm imagining is thick.
Yeah.
So,
I think you gotta score it a lot.
A lot of scoring. That plant was a very good idea.
Yeah?
I love it.
I'm curious how fast it will grow. I mean, it definitely has grown since we've gotten it. But like, how long will it take for it to like climb to the top?
I don't know.
What's your guess? By the end of this season?
Yeah.
You think by the end of the season?
I have no idea. I don't know. That's my guess.
Okay. I was gonna say next year.
Hey,
next summer. What?
You know when you just have those random realizations like we have a son?
Oh, yes.
And you know when he's in a nap and you just can't wait till he wakes up?
Oh, he's so cute when you take him out of the swaddle and put his arms up and then you pick him up.
And then he goes like this.
Yes, and my favorite is he takes his, like he's trying to rub his eyes, but he rubs them in your shoulder and he goes. It's the best.
Cute.
It's the best.
He's so cute.
We got it bad.
We got it so good. Our sweet baby.
Hi, Bonesy.
Hi, Bones. Do you want to go run? Do you want to go out in the yard and go run?
Let's go in the yard.
And the grass is so beautiful. It's so green. Okay, you're gonna go run? Ready? Set. Go! You're just a good boy. Go, Bonesy, go. Oh boy. The broth is finished, and I leave the broth overnight to cool. Like once it's cool enough, I put it in the fridge, and then overnight it solidifies the fat on top, so that in the morning I can take the fat off and then put it in bags or whatever I'm gonna freeze it in. And that's how I do it. All right, thanks for joining us.
And?
Don't forget to eat an egg.
We'll see you next time.